Hello, my name is Aviad. I'm a senior developer at AuraPlayer. And in this video, I would like to demo you our template application, our mobile template application that implements a few common live supply chain flows on top of the Oracle EBS inventory model. So the first thing will be the login screen where we will get into and authenticate with the system. And this will get us directly to the first page in which we will be displayed with the list of all the available organizations on our EBS system, and we will be able to select one of the organization to start working with. So we will select here the M1 organization and get into the main page. Here we can see all the flows that we have decided to implement as part of our template application, and these are a few common flows that we came across. And we will start by demoing the pricing and availability flow. So we'll get into this button, and this will open us a flow that enables us to query for specific item by the item number. We can either type in the number or we can use the mobile camera icon if we are running on a real mobile device and not on a simulation like we have here. But if we're running on a real device, we can just press the camera icon here. It will open the camera, and if we have a barcode, it can also scan the item number and put it here on the field. And once we have the item number, we can press the check availability and see all the information that we have decided to display with this application. The fields that we see here were customized for this specific template application. It can be customized to any other field that you have on your system, and it can be done very easily. So we can see here a few fields that describe the availability and the pricing of the item. We can also see here the location of the item on our different warehouses. The UI of the mobile application is responsive UI, so it will fit itself to any size of your device. You can see here that the columns, the visible columns that are displayed on the table here match itself to the width of the device, and any other column that cannot be displayed will be here under the expand collapse section. So we can decide how we want and what fields we want to display on our mobile application. We can also decide what other flows we want to connect to or what other actions we want to connect to. So in this case, we have decided that after finding the availability of the item, we also want to enable the user to order the item. So we have here a button called Order Item, where it gets us to a new window, and the user can fill in here all the order information like the customer that it wants to order for, the order type, the quantity, and of course the request date. And once everything is filled, you can just press the order button and it will do the order. All the information here on the fields are coming directly from the EBS system. So for example, the list of customers is the list of customers that is available on our EBS system. And if you don't have the customer that you want to order for this item, we also have added here the ability to create a new customer right from the mobile app. So all these customizations can be done for any EBS system. Let's get back to the main window and let's demo another flow. And the next flow that we will want to demo would be the sub-inventory transfer. We actually have here two buttons for that. They just demo different approaches for the action itself. The first one is just straightforward. We get a window where we can select the item that we want to transfer. Of course, from the list of available items, we can select the inventory that we want to transfer from, and the one that we want to transfer to. We can set the quantity, select the reason from the list of available reasons, put a reference number if you want, and do the transfer. We can also have the ability here to check, we can also have the option here to check the availability just before we do the transfer and see where we have this item and decide from which sub-inventory to move it to any other sub-inventory. The other approach would be to start from the availability information, see where the item is located, and from this starting point decide to do the transfer. So let's say that I want to move it from the engineer to the LOP3. I will just double click the engineer. It will put it here. Here we will put the to sub-inventory and do the same as we've done before. This is the same flow. It just was set in a different order just to match maybe a different use case for the customer. So this also demos you the level of customization that we can do with our mobile application. And the last flow that we will want to demo would be the cycle counting. So let's press on the cycle count. And this will get us and show us all the available cycle count lists that we have on our system. These are the lists. We can just get into one of this list and get all the items that are available on this list and we want to do the cycle counting for. Of course, for any table that we have here, we can just filter by any data that we have on the screen. We do client-side filtering very easily. And once we have found the items that we want to do the cycle counts for, we can just update here the numbers. And when we are done, we can just press the save button and it will update the cycle counting for all the items that we have set numbers for. This is one option. The other option that we have added is to scan the items. So we can press the scan button. This will get us here to a different window where we can put the item number, or of course, we can scan it with the camera icon, like we have explained before. It will just open the camera on our mobile device, and if we have barcode, it will just get the item number from the barcode. So we can just scan, put number, add it to the list, scan another one, and add it to the list. And once we are done with all the scanning, we can press the done button. This will update us the list here with all by the serial numbers. And if we will press the save button, it will do the cycle counting. This is another way to handle the cycle counting. For cycle counting, we also have support for approve count, so we can see all the cycle counts that we want to approve, and we can approve, reject, or recount. So these were the actions that we have decided to implement on this template. And just to finish with the same note that I've mentioned again and again, everything here is customizable. The flows that we want to implement, the fields that we display, the order of the actions that we want to do, and we can match it very quickly to any use case that you have in your organization. Thank you very much.